Wellness Transformation Journey podcast. I'm your host, Pamela Peters. The last few episodes, we've talked about the needs from a support system, setting up your support goals, and protocols for you and your support team. The last part of setting up your support system is to develop tracking methods, specifically developing ways to track your success that don't feel or become overwhelming. Consider things you enjoy, are easy for you to do, and something that you probably won't forget to do. Now, let's get more detailed. The first step is to consider ways that you want to track your progress beyond your weight. While weight is one part, and you do want to track it, there are other ways to recognize that your wellness journey is working. First, take a baseline of your weight and your waistline. Don't measure or weigh every day, because this can become or feel daunting and get frustrating if you're not losing or shrinking as much as you thought. Track your weight weekly and maybe your waistline every few weeks. You'll actually notice your waistline is shrinking as your pants become looser. I kept a journal tracking my weight and my waistline, so I knew when I was shrinking. While I could tell it was happening, having documentation allowed me to look back on where I had been, but also allowed me to see trends, especially with my weight loss. The biggest trend I was able to track was how my weight fluctuated during my menstrual cycle. Most women will experience weight gain due to water retention during certain points. Keeping track of your cycle and your weight will give you a better understanding of how your body reacts during these periods. If you go on vacation or have a period where you eat more than usual, don't skip weighing yourself. It's like setting another baseline for yourself. There is nothing to be ashamed of that you may gain weight. What this will allow you to do is see how much is water retention and how much is actual weight gain. This is also another trend that you can track. Another way to track yourself is to use photo documentation so you have before and after pictures. This is something I didn't do as much as I wish I would have now. I was so self-conscious about my weight that I didn't want to take pictures of myself. What I have since learned is I shouldn't be ashamed of where I was, and they allowed me to see how far I have come. This is really useful when you feel down during your journey. You can look at previous images and see that what you're doing is working, especially when you think you're stuck. I'm still self-conscious about taking photos of myself, but I do because I know that it's a system of support. Another documentation system is to record non-scale victories beyond the baseline measurements previously mentioned. If you wear a fitness tracker, see how your resting heart rate drops over time. The healthier you become, the more likely it will drop. Keep track of your blood pressure and see if it drops as you see changes. Record how much longer or further you walk without feeling out of breath. The healthier you become, the more likely this will improve. 2 things to remember. First, it takes time, so be patient with yourself. And second, still go to a doctor. Don't just rely on these stats. They're baselines and a major factor, but be sure that you are being safe. Remember, this is your health. Another system I used on a regular basis was to keep a habit journal. I actually kept a couple of different journals. I tracked my calorie intake using a food journal supplied by the Noom app. This was important so I could catalog calories and see what types of food I was eating. It's amazing what you see when you track your habits. I also use my smartwatch app to track my exercise and see how things changed. Another journal I used was a mental health journal. Here I would not only document how I felt, but I would also write down my feelings. All these allowed me to keep track of different aspects of my journey and see how they all work together. These may not work for you, so determine what will support you and then go with it. As you establish different aspects of your support system, remember that your motivation foundation isn't set in stone. It's a living framework that evolves and grows with you. As you go through your journey, revisit and adjust the elements that aren't working or you have grown out of. Do what you need to do to support your journey. This is your journey and it's your health, so you should pivot to support your needs and goals. Your journey isn't about pleasing everyone or anyone other than yourself. This is about your health and your well-being. Always remember that as you move through the process, things change as you get healthier or people around you change.